Hi everyone, today I'm showing you the Singer 301. This is a portable machine. You can see the handle up here at the top. It weighs in at 16 pounds. I have a cat that weighs more than that, so certainly doable to pick up and carry out to the car to head to class. It was produced from 1951 to 1957, and it was taken out of the sales catalog in 1959. Today I'm going to show you where the serial number is located, how to wind a bobbin, how to thread it, how to change your stitch length, how to swap out your feet, and then last but not least, I'll show you how to sew on it. All right, so let's get started. Okay, we are on the underside of the machine, and there is the serial number, kind of right there by the bed. Okay, so the first thing we need to do when we wind a bobbin is to loosen the clutch, and this keeps the needle from going up and down like you were sewing. So to do that, it's the center wheel, and to loosen it, you turn it towards yourself if you were looking at the front of the machine. To tighten it, you turn it back towards the back of the machine. Okay, so I've got mine loosened. We'll turn the sewing machine around and we'll get ready to wind the bobbin. Okay, so I have my thread a spool. There is a spool holder right here. And we're going to pull some off. And we need to get it around that tension guide. And here we have the bobbin. And you see that little hole right there? That is where we're going to put the thread.
Is this all that you dream?
There we go. Bring our bobbin winder down. And slide our bobbin on. And then we're going to lift it up to engage it. And just start our machine. I'm going to do just a little bit and stop. Grab my thread snips and cut off the tail. And then I'm just going to keep winding. And it will stop winding when it's done. And then we just grab our thread snips again. And we wound a bobbin. All right, we're looking at the bobbin case area of the 301. So I'm just going to pop the bobbin case out. And I have my bobbin here that we wound earlier. And on the bobbin case, there we go. You see the notch and how the notch is going clockwise. So we want our thread on our bobbin to come off counterclockwise, the opposite of, it's coming this way, the notch is going that way. So we just flip it over. And now the thread is coming the opposite way. So we need to get it in that notch and pull it through that little window there. And you'll hear a little snap. And then we open the little lever, pop it in our machine. And now the bobbin is in. So I'm going to move the machine around and we're going to thread it up. We're going to thread our machine now. I have my spool on the spool holder. And I'm going to take it off just so I can find the thread. And there is a hook back here that we go through. come across the guide. There is a channel in the machine up here, so you know you're going the right way. We're going to come down here to the tension, and we're going to pull towards the stitch length until we hear a little snap, and then behind this guide, and then up here to the take up arm, through the eye there, behind this guide, down here to what I call the pigtail. It's a little curly keel. Through there, there's another guide here, and one more guide before the needle. You're going to snap over, and then this machine threads right to left through the needle. Okay, I'm going to do this part off camera because it is a little hard to see. I have it in. I'm going to pull it through and under the foot. Now I'm going to use the hand wheel to bring up the bobbin thread. And when I see the loop, I just grab my thread snips and use that to grab the bobbin thread. And that's it for threading your 301. Okay, stitch length on the 301 is in stitches per inch. You can see the numbers on either side. The bigger the number, the smaller the stitches. The smaller the number, the bigger. To set it, you turn the knob. Okay, and then you can move it up or down where you want it. When you get it to the size that you want, so I'm going to set mine to 15, tighten it back down. Okay. And that means when you go up for reverse, your stitch length stays the same. So, again, you turn it to the left to loosen it. Okay. To the right to tighten it to set your stitch length. All right. Easy peasy. All right, before we start sewing, we are going to change the foot on the machine. This is the standard foot that came with the machine, and it's not 1/4 of an inch. That's what the painter's tape is for. The edge of it is actually 1/4 of an inch, but I have a piecing foot that goes with this machine. This machine is a slant shank machine, so you'll want to make sure that the feet that you use on it are slanted. And you can see how it's slanted. And we'll get that out of the way. There's just a little screw up here that I loosened to take it off. I'm going to slide this one in, hold it up, and tighten the screw back down. And now I can use the edge of that foot as for my 1/4 inch. All right, I have some fabric here to sew with. I'm going to turn the tassel light on the machine. Okay, we're going to sew. We're going to hold our threads when we start, just to make sure we don't unthread the machine or tangle the bobbin up. And I'm just going to cut this piece off. Normally I would keep going, but I wanted to show you how pretty these stitches are. Not the straightest seam I've sewn. I stand off to the side so that you guys get to see the full machine. So my sewing sometimes is a little crooked. I'm going to grab a long scrap because I want to show you how fast this machine is. So I have a width of fabric scrap here. And let's see what this baby can do. All right. Hey, here we go. And that was real time, folks. In under a minute, we sewed an entire length of fabric. All right, folks, that was the Singer 301 portable sewing machine. Again, one of my favorites. I want to thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to comment, share it, hit the like button. Appreciate that. Again, I'm Mel from the Quilting Room with Mel, and you can find me at quiltingroomwithmel.com or Quilting VIP. Until next time, everyone, have a great day.